Okay. Hello. Welcome to Love Tips and Velvet Lips. I am Marla Renee Stewart, your resident sexologist and sexual strategist here at Velvet Lips. And I'm just coming off of a really great weekend. I just went to Naughty and Nollins, which is absolutely fabulous. And one of the classes that I taught was, of course, my Seduce Your Lover class. And with that class, we talked about what is the difference between seduction and flirting, right? What is the point here? And if you're on my email list, of course, you're going to know all about that. I'm still trying to get my voice back from all of the fun I've had this weekend. But when we think about flirting versus seduction, we have to think about sort of the art of the approach. What are we doing when we're flirting with presence, right? Even that silence becomes magnetic, okay? So we have to understand that flirting is an art. It's playful, it's charming, and when it's done really well, it builds that magnetism, that magnetic energy between people. But way too often, people actually confuse flirting with seduction. And while the two might share, a little chemistry, their core intentions are very different. Okay. I love to flirt. Okay. And whenever I'm out and about on the town, like I did this weekend, I love practicing my flirting skills. Okay. I feel like it's one of the best things that you can do to practice for when you really want to entice and seduce a potential lover, right? So you have to understand flirting is the spark, not the fire. Because at its root, flirting is non-directive. You can flirt any which way, okay? It's light, it's casual, has no agenda. You're not necessarily trying to get anything, right? You're creating a fun vibe. On the other hand, seduction is the thing that is goal-oriented. It is goal-oriented flirting, okay? It has direction, it has intention, and often a desired outcome. So whether that's a kiss or a date or something a little bit more intimate, like, a night in a hotel, understanding the difference helps you flirt with confidence, clarity, and of course, consent, okay? So, yeah, of course, if you have questions, please feel free to DM me. I'm happy to answer them, or you can drop them in the chat. But what you also want to do is you want to start with the compliment they control. So the first rule of good flirting is compliment something the other person has agency over. So think about their outfit, their nail color, how they styled their hair, their glasses, or their choice of words in a conversation, right? These are intentional choices, and complimenting them shows you're observant and appreciative. And you got to say it slowly, okay? With presence, in your low, soft, deep tone, like I've told you before. Let the compliment land. This isn't a drive-by. You're not saying it really quickly, okay? For example, you could say something like, that jacket really brings out your vibe. It's bold, just like your energy. So let your tone match your intention. Don't rush it. Don't toss it off like a grocery list item, okay? Flirting is foreplay for attention. And here's the thing, less is more. Don't flood someone with a whole bunch of attention or intensity. Too much, too soon can come off as pressure. Instead, let your energy invite, right? Not impose. Offer some eye contact, okay? Play with pauses in the conversation. Throw in a little subtle tease, right? A little glance, a little look. These things build the tension without bulldozing their comfort, right? If you haven't taken my class yet, get my free class, The Art and Science of Seduction, or The Art of Persuasive Communication. It's free on my website at velvetlipsexed.com/shop. Please make sure you check it out, because that is going to be that's the foundation of this, okay? So you also want to test the bubble. Read the room, okay? Everyone's got that personal bubble, and learning to read it is key. So when you lean in or move slightly closer, what happens, right? Do they lean into? That's the green light. Do they stay neutral? Proceed slowly. Do they pull away? A, respect the boundary. Okay. Good flirting isn't just about like what you say or do, it's also about how they respond. You're not only broadcasting, you're listening with your body. So please, please, please pay attention. Another thing you want to do is make an offer, not a demand. Okay. So if the vibe feels right and mutual interest is building, make an offer they can benefit from, not a demand or expectation. Maybe it's something like, I'd love to continue this combo over coffee sometime. You win? Or this playlist gives me the same vibe you do. You want to hear it? Right? Whatever your ask is, when your ask feels like a gift or an invitation instead of a transaction, you're working with the grain of good connection, not against it, right? It was really great this weekend. I had an opportunity because I was just like, ooh, I have a little crush. I want to make out. And so, I give some little nuggets of like, oh yeah, flirting, having fun. Like, yes, this will be great. They exchange numbers. We want to hang out here and there, get to know the vibe. And so then I'm like, hey, I would love a kiss. And then it was great because she just went right on me and was just like, yes, you want it. I've been thinking about it. So that was really beautiful. So we have to understand flirting is not just a good social skill. It's a social dance. Okay. You lead, you listen, you follow, you finesse. And when done with mindfulness, with playfulness, and genuine presence, it becomes a powerful way to connect, whether or not it leads to seduction. Okay. So flirting is fun. Again, non-directed. Seduction is goal oriented. So if you're flirting, flirt like you mean it, but not like you need it. Okay. Flirt like you mean it, but not like you need it. All right. That is all I have for today, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to me. Again, cheers to your sexual success. Please go and get that free workshop on my website. That's velvetlipssexed.com/shop. Like I said, I had a great time this weekend at Naughty. If you have any questions and want me to answer them at any time, please make sure you do that. And I think that's it that I have for today. So thank you very, very much. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful week, y'all. Bye-bye.